Welcome to the sportiest stream. Nice to see you all. We're here with Royalty Series action. And boy oh boy, it's gonna be a great day, great night actually. It's the evening for everybody here as well, because we've got some Rocket League action for all of you this evening. It is the 3v3 Challenger Division out of Season 6 that will begin our Royalty Series Season 6 streaming. Infamous Thieves Endgame taking on Duke's Demons here tonight. Infamous Thieves. We've actually seen this team before, I'm almost certain, although they've gone under different names in the past, I think. Duke's Demons, a newer team, but again, this is a pretty fun roster overall. Infamous Thieves Endgame are the lower ranked team. They're one of the lower ranked teams in the Challenger Division. Duke's Demons hanging around that Champ 1, Champ 2 level, as is most teams in this division. Infamous Thieves Endgame around, I think it's high diamond, mostly, mid to high diamond. It's definitely a rank difference, but these teams know what they're dealing with. Let's get them in the lobby as well. I want to get these players in the lobby in just a moment. As here we go. Let's get things underway momentarily again. Because it's week 1, both these teams at 0-0 records. That obviously will change after this matchup. Someone's going to have a positive record. And the Challenger Division itself, not a small one by any means. There's a good number of teams in this one. There are 22 teams total in 3v3 Challenger. And of course, with this many number of teams, again, 22 in total, a lot definitely resting on the line for all these sides, as we'll get things started in just a moment. Again, Infamous Thieves Endgame, part of Infamous Thieves organization. Duke's Demons, from what I can tell, I don't think they're part of an org. And of course, again, just trying to get this season started off with a win, obviously. You want to do it. I believe it's a 5-week season still, so you don't have that many weeks to prove yourself. But if you can get it done, obviously, that's what you'd be looking for. I mean, these teams have a lot to play for, have a lot they want to do. This is going to be how you have to get it done. You just got to get those wins, you got to get yourself into a good position. Only the top 16 make playoffs, so while it's very likely you can make it, obviously, you can't exactly relax into these matches. You're going to have to perform well, that's for certain. We're just about approaching our match start time here. Again, for Infamous Thieves Endgame and Duke's Demons. Prediction poll is live, by the way, so get your votes on who you think will win this one. It's closing up in just a couple minutes, so get your votes in. Tell me who you think will win this one, if you have Infamous Thieves or Duke's Demons winning this one. If I were to make a prediction, I would expect Duke's Demons to be the team to win this one. Infamous Thieves, again, are one of the lower ranked teams in this tournament. They have chemistry, that's one of the benefits they have against a lot of these other teams. But Duke's Demons, rank-wise, definitely beat them on this one again. That's a full Champ 1, Champ 2 roster, whereas Infamous Thieves Endgame only have one player in that Champ rank range, and that is Angel of the Bronx, who I believe is Champ 1. Everybody else in that team is either High Platinum or mid to high diamond. If your Infamous Thieves Endgame, obviously it comes down to chemistry really more than anything else. You gotta utilize what you have over a lot of these other players. Chemistry is what they have as the advantage. This is a team that's been around for at least a couple months, with very minimal changes made. As we are getting confirmation, Duke's Demons have joined with Oscar the Grouch, Munting Pro, and Pittsburgh. We'll see what Infamous Thieves Endgame bring in. They have 5 players, so they have a lot of subs, they have a lot of people on their roster. We will hopefully get confirmation soon enough on the whereabouts of Infamous Thieves Endgame. If we get a good answer, we'll get this match underway. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be a fun time. I think we're gonna have some good matches. We're going to have some good teams playing. We're gonna have some good competition. As we're getting confirmation that Infamous Thieves are going to be joining in just a moment, so everybody should be here in just a moment or two. We'll see as well who Infamous Thieves decide to bring into this matchup as well. It's obviously, again, when you have 5 players on your roster, you have a good amount of freedom to choose. We'll just have to see who they choose to bring in to this 3v3 match. Again, this is Challenger Division. This division is Champ 1, Champ 2 majority. Again, Infamous Thieves, one of the lower ranked teams here, with the average rank being around that high diamond level. But yeah, I'll be interested to see who Infamous Thieves decide to bring into this matchup. This is a team that, again, is not unaware of the challenges of being a division like this one. It's tough. There's a lot of good players. There's a lot of good competition. You're definitely not the favorites. If you're Infamous Thieves Endgame, you're not the favorite to win a lot of these matches. So if it comes down to, can you bring the chemistry in? What do you have as an advantage? This game one's going to be really important for them. If they can find something that they can take advantage of on the Duke's Demons side, they'll be in a position to at least take a couple upset games. And who knows, again, with it being a best of 5, winning a series through upset is not that unlikely, especially if you can take that first game. It just comes down to, obviously, how they can perform under the pressure. As we should be getting things started in just a moment. And I think we're just getting confirmation that Infamous Thieves Endgame are here. As soon as we get confirmation on the whereabouts of this one, we should be getting things started in just a moment. But again, apologies on the delays here. I think we have a technical issue actually while we're waiting, so technical pause, unfortunately. Meaning we're just going to wait a little bit longer for our first match of the season. Hopefully our first of many for Royalty Series Season 6. I've always been a pretty big fan of Royalty Series, always fun to watch. 3s and 2s, obviously, being the main game modes that they support. So hopefully we'll get a good amount of Royalty Series matches this season on this stream. Again, reminder, this is a best of 5. I think I mentioned that already, but this is a best of 5 matchup. So all regular season matches, they're relatively short, best of 5s, not very long. And especially in week 1, you want to get off to a good start. A lot of these teams forming, haven't really gotten used to each other. Week 1's where you can really kind of build that team chemistry, build that team camaraderie, build that recognition. And obviously build that familiarity, especially for teams like Duke's Demons. I don't know how long these players have been together. I can't say on that. I know from Infamous Thieves Endgame, they've made some slight changes over the time. But again, I don't think they've changed, they had their roster changed in a while. And hello there, RBN. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. As we're getting confirmation here, Infamous Thieves are here, and they have 4 players in the lobby. In Mr. Koala, Popeyes, Angel LeBlanc, and Sniper. We'll see which of those 4 gets to play here. I would not be surprised, though, if it's Koala, Popeyes, and Angel. But we'll get an answer on that in just a moment as we'll get our match underway. Again, this is a best of 5, week 1 of the Royalty Series Season 6. Infamous Thieves Endgame will be on the blue, as it will be Duke's Demons on the orange, as soon as they join the lobby. Oh, I forgot. I like a lot of these players on console. So, hopefully we'll get enough of them to join in. As there we go. They're joining. Hopefully. We haven't gone... Uh-oh, I don't know if EndGame's here. Uh-oh, EndGame's not ready, I don't think, so we might need to... Oh, no, there they are! They're joining. It's Popeyes, Angel of the Bronx, and Sniper, actually, so I was incorrect on this one, but we're ready to get things going! Infamous Thieves EndGame on the blue, Duke's Demons on the orange, and this is the start of Season 6 in the Loyalty Series NA Challenger 3v3 division. One of 9 divisions part of the Royalty Series this season, the same number they had in the last couple of seasons as well. Infamous Thieves trying to find that consistency, but that's not a good start for them. A whiff off the back wall, and an easy goal for Pittsburgh. As this one sent straight to Munting Pro, and really, just a miss. At this level, whiffs are not uncommon. Really all starts on that bad touch from Sniper right in front of the net. That's one where, that's just a giveaway touch. And so often you see teams when they want to clear, especially at the high levels, they'll clear out to the sides. It's less risky that way. When you go down the middle like that, it's very risky. If you give, and you don't really get much of a reward for it either. Just an unnecessary risk, because that's a big clear. Munting Pro catching Infamous Thieves lacking. That is a relatively easy second goal, and Sniper, who was kind of in the position to make that block, not enough boost, not like it would have mattered anyways. That's a powerful touch from Munting Pro, catching the defense, or really the offense of Infamous Thieves up too high. And so far, unfortunately for Sniper, in the middle of both these goals that have gone in against them. And both times, the player who has been unable to make amends. First, so it's a bad clear, now it's an overcommits, and already inside the first minute, Duke's Demons up by 2. It will be Popeyes. Challenged by Pittsburgh as this will go across the back wall. Flicked in front. This one cleared away by Popeyes. But another clear down the middle. It's an open net. Munting Pro whipped on it. Should have been 3-0 with Duke's Demons in that position. Another terrible clear attempt. Here's another shot. This one will sail wide. Sniper will keep it out. But already low boost for Infamous Thieves. Off that back wall. No one defending. And it goes wide again. Pittsburgh just missing the targets. Duke's Demons staring down the net here. As Angel of the Bronx, off that back wall will be Pittsburgh to clear. This one kept up airborne as it will be cleared away. And Duke's Demons with the 2-0 lead, looking to hold that for the rest of this game. Still a few minutes to go. Infamous Thieves maybe their first attack on offense, but it will quickly fizzle out. And already you're seeing that rank difference, making quite the moves here. Infamous Thieves mechanically are having a much tougher time keeping up with the Duke's Demons. A lot of heavy clears, a lot of heavy touches. This one could go in. Angel of the Bronx missed on it though. Maybe the best chance so far for Infamous Thieves to get one. And it will sail wide of the post. Halfway through game 1, Duke's Demons have been silenced on offense by the second half of the game. Infamous Thieves doing a great job defensively, but you know, you're not going to be able to hang on this far back for long. A big block for Popeyes, using the crossbar as some help. And Infamous Thieves, that chemistry is helping them on the rotations. They're never really leaving the play, which is nice. It's one of the problems at lower rank levels. You see all the space given. Oh, that, you know what? Oh, I cursed it. A lot of room given to Munting Pro. 3-0 for Duke's Demons. As this one, a little too much room as two players from Infamous Thieves challenging the corner. A bad time to do that. And an open chance for Duke's Demons that they will not miss. As, oh man, I think we're on the wrong camera here. What camera are we on? Oh, we're on auto cam. There we go, we're back as Duke's Demons with a 3-goal advantage, almost making it 4 there as Munting Pro trying to force it around the post. Now Oscar, the Grouch, he's gonna have it! 4-0 Duke's Demons. And game 1, a show-off performance so far. Duke's Demons letting it be known that they're gonna take advantage of that rank, of that higher rank level that they possess, and great job of slowing it down from Oscar, who, again, I think Duke's Demons realizing they've got a rank advantage, and they're using it well. That play especially, just taking it to the air. They know that this Infamous Thieves side, not exactly a strong aerial-based team. At least they haven't shown it so far. They're not a very strong aerial-based team. That's a mechanical mistake. Popeyes almost makes it 5-0. Oh, sorry, saves it from being 5-0. Duke's Demons will now need to head back. Munting Pro across the goal line a bit dangerously there. Pittsburgh will be next to it. Oscar to clear. Popeyes will keep it up the corner as an infield pass will be intercepted by Pittsburgh. Room to work with for Duke's Demons as they'll pinch this one to the floor. Popeyes bumped out the way. Off that sidewall will be Pittsburgh again. Infamous Thieves trying to attack from the corners right now with those infield passes. They haven't really been able to get those started to begin with, though. Not enough open room given to them by the Duke's Demons. Infamous Thieves EndGame's offense has had its many issues so far. No goals yet, and it's a 5-0 difference. Oscar with another slow aerial play. 2 times now it has worked, both times to incredible success, and Duke's Demons, recognizing the aerial dominance they hold, are not going to let that fall away from them. As their monumental lead could only be shifted if Infamous Thieves can get one back. It looks like it's going to be very tough to do, though, and there's so little time left. Now they're on defense again. It is almost 6-0. Pittsburgh didn't read that one correctly. Duke's Demons find themselves in a perfect position to take this game quite comfortably and put Infamous Thieves EndGame on the back foot. I think for Infamous Thieves, being the underdog, this first game was one where you needed to come out of the gate swinging. They've done none of that. And this ball's going to go all the way to the back wall as Pittsburgh will hold on, bumped up by his own captain and Oscar the Grouch, but this one's going to end. Duke's Demons with a 5-goal difference. No goals given up either, as Infamous Thieves only were able to manage 3 shots this game compared to the 15 from Duke's Demons. Simply put, Infamous Thieves needed to come out swinging. They could not do that. A mechanical difference, and the only reason that this game isn't worse is those 6 saves from Popeyes. Without those, Infamous Thieves EndGame, it would have been 7 or 8-0. It would have been a lot worse. As we're going to game number 2. Duke's Demons pretty happy with that first game, and Infamous Thieves already making a roster move here. A substitution, Mr. Koala being subbed in. I think instead of Angel the Bronx now. So they're getting rid of their highest ranked player. And I really think it doesn't matter that much if you're Infamous Thieves EndGame. They got the chemistry that they can all work together. The real question comes down to, can this make a difference? I don't know. I don't think it was Angel the Bronx who was the issue last game. But it doesn't really matter. It's like subbing a goaltender out in hockey. It's oftentimes not your goalie's fault, but you make that change because maybe it can inspire something in Infamous Thieves to refresh, to reset. I mean, after how bad game 1 was and how it could have been a whole lot worse. Moving into game 2. Just trying to find an adjustment here as a bit of a bump there. Pittsburgh running into Oscar the Grouch. We'll still have the ball, though, as a bit of a slow movement here from Infamous Thieves early on. They've not exactly been willing to get out of their own half. And moving like this is not exactly going to help them either. As it will be sent away. Munting Pro! Unable to hit this one on target. Pittsburgh will keep it to the side. As Oscar is already up. Can't read this one. That could have been a goal the other way. Infamous Thieves had a lot of room. But no one to attack. Again, that slow, cathartic movement is really only hurting them here. Now they've overcome it. Sniper's got the block. As it's Pittsburgh to the side, bumped up in the air. Sniper will let this one bounce. Maybe a bit of an errant touch there. But it will go to the midfield, and Infamous Thieves will hold on to it. Pittsburgh. Sniper. Infield option there in Popeyes. This one's up the corner. But already 2 players committed, they're not going to send the third. And everybody goes back out of Infamous Thieves as it's in front of their net. No one on the back wall. Pittsburgh's looking for a demo. Will take out Popeyes, who has definitely been the scariest player on defense. And with that removal, he'll still get back in time, but lower boost totals now. Popeye's going to be the player that Duke's Demons are going to target on that defensive side. 6 saves last game. The major concern they had when they were attacking. And definitely one that they're going to continue to focus on as Munting Pro will try to leave things in front. Will be Popeyes to clear. Pittsburgh. Oscar. That is straight to nobody. And Duke's Demons already conceding their play on offense as they will clear it out. Not very far though. Sniper's already got to it. And Popeyes up to the ready. Oscar. Mr. Koala now. Munting Pro will keep this one away. And now he'll look midfield. Pittsburgh missed on it. Oscar the bounce will be ready. Popeyes to clear. Munting Pro. Chance to shoot. That's off the back. Dunked in front. Pittsburgh will take the first. Game 1, they had 2 goals in the first minute here. This one, Duke's Demons took a whole lot more time to get ready for. That defense of Infamous Thieves proving to be a tough one to manage. But with the first goal eventually, they'll work with it. As now time, only a matter of time, it feels like, before Infamous Thieves could drop a second. No goals yet this series. Pittsburgh trying to get another one here to really solidify Duke's Demons standing. But it will be cleared away. Oscar the Grouch beats Popeyes to the punch. And now with room down the other side of the field, there's an open net! And Oscar the Grouch will take it. Infamous Thieves got a bit carried away on offense, and they did not have the resources to get back. Mr. Koala on very low boost. Oscar the Grouch will take it. And now Duke's Demons in a prime position to go up 2-0 in the series. Munting Pro wins the play. Oscar the Grouch leaves it as Sniper will send one upfield. Pittsburgh doesn't have it! Sniper puts one back. And Infamous Thieves EndGame have found their first of the series almost 9 minutes in. It's a misplay from Pittsburgh, but they won't complain. Any goal matters at this point. And now a team bump might make things even better for them. Duke's Demons a bit slow to get back. They will recover here. That rotation of Infamous Thieves is going to need to be perfect now, as they'll have to get out of defense quickly. And that's not going to help them either. A miss for Popeyes. Munting Pro will send in another. And all the steam that Infamous Thieves have gathered, that has now been washed away. That miss for Popeyes, he's been one of their more consistent players. That's going to really kill any momentum they had. They'll look for another though, and that's a great infield pass. Mr. Koala needed to put that one in. The follow-up won't hit either. And if you thought there was any chance for them to come back, it all relied on them getting that goal. Down by 2 with less than 30 seconds left. Feels like time is gone here for Infamous Thieves in Game 2. And this best of 5, well, it may only need 3 games, with the way that Duke's Demons are taking it. This game's over. Duke's Demons are going to go up 2-0 with a triple match point. And for an Infamous Thieves endgame, a solid first half of the game is really just falling apart for them by the end of this thing. That first goal against them, separating these two teams and putting them under a lot more pressure than they were able to manage. As soon as this ball hits the ground, we'll be heading into Game 3 with Duke's Demons up 2-0. And with the way Duke's Demons are playing, I don't see a way Infamous Thieves Endgame can come back in this one. We'll see if they make another substitution. This game was better than the last one, but it still wasn't very good from them. Offensively, only 3 shots compared to 10 of Duke's Demons. It may not be the 5, it may not be the 15-3 that we saw the game before, but it might as well be that way. It was pretty rough for them. Duke's Demons had a slower start. And while they did have a goal, it came down to the point in the game where they're already panicking. Infamous Thieves Endgame, once they go down by 1, this team falls apart quite quickly. All that Duke's Demons really need is that first goal. Once they get it, then they're in business to kind of just walk away with this one. Five to 1, now 4 to 1. We'll see what next game has to offer, but if it's anything like the previous ones, Duke's Demons are likely to win this series in a sweep now. We'll just have to wait and see. As we'll get back into the lobby for our 3rd game of the series. Infamous Thieves Endgame now must complete a reverse sweep to win this one. Duke's Demons on the cusp of a perfect start to the season, a 3-0 sweep in a match that they really should win on paper. Things are looking pretty good for them. All they need to do is just win one more. And the way that things have been panning out for them, that seems more than just likely, but it's not a good start here as off the back, Oscar the Grouch just getting the block on that one. A bit of a fortunate play, to be fair, he fell in front of it. That could have been a whole lot worse as Duke's Demons quickly looking to find that first goal in this game, and they'll find it here! What a shot from Oscar the Grouch! Off the corner as well. Knew exactly what he was going for, and that is not an easy angle. What a important first goal. And very quickly too, less than 30 seconds in. No substitution, by the way, for Infamous Thieves Endgame here. As it looks like Muntingbo may have disconnected on us here, so momentarily we'll be stuck 2-on-3, but he's already back in. Duke's Demons are going to go upfield again, looking for yet another goal to put on target. Pittsburgh, bumped out of the way, will not be able to make the passes. This one left in front, Popeyes to clear. Double commit here. Pittsburgh got bumped. It will still be a play for Oscar the Grouch. Very slowly moving here. Infamous Thieves Endgame not willing to attack as aggressively. They'll have to do that, though, if they have any chance of winning this one. Without an offense that they can work with, it seems from the last couple of games, they've really not been able to manage much in terms of shots, and even less in terms of goals. Munting Pro. Up that sidewall, we'll leave it in front as Oscar the Grouch to clear. This one is up for Munting Pro. He'll look for a 2-goal lead, but it is kept away by Popeyes. Pittsburgh. The back wall. And another clear. This one unable to be capitalized on by an outstretched Popeyes, who was looking for that redirect. It will stay in the back wall. As long as it's back here, Infamous Thieves Endgame could be pretty comfortable. But down by 1. They can't exactly rely on playing defensively to win this game. They'll have to find some offense somehow. As an infield attempt, Oscar the Grouch doing a great job at forcing everybody to commit from Infamous Thieves. This one will be kept upfield by Sniper. Oscar to clear. Popeyes is there, but it will be left to the side wall as Munting Pro will send it upfield for Pittsburgh, who gives it a redirect. This one is doinked up high. Stealthy Koala missed on it. It's going to be Popeyes who's got to get the block. Keeping a one goal lead for the Duke's Demons and preventing it from getting worse. And now he'll look to go down the field himself. Running a relatively simple block for Popeyes. Still an offensive attack here. Infamous Thieves Endgame can make a lot of this, but great job from Munting Pro to manage the danger. And this one will be carried out by Oscar the Grouch. It's stopped in the midfield. But Pittsburgh, next to it, won't be able to get there in time. The shot not on target. Oscar the Grouch has a lot of time to work with. And will yet again find the clear. Pittsburgh facing it down. Duke's Demons will leave it in the midfield. And one of the big differences we're seeing right now defensively out of these teams, how they get out of defense. Both these teams like their clears. But Duke's Demons doing a great job at racing down to catch up to it. Infamous Thieves a lot slower in pace. not really challenging the ball as much in that midfield, not really getting there as quickly. Simply put, the pace of play favors Duke's Demons in the way they're attacking the back wall and attacking that midfield, and it's working well for them as this is falling in front of the net. Sniper will get rid of it, but still offense for Duke's Demons as we're heading into the final 90 seconds of Game 3. A chance to win this series in a 3-0 sweep. A lot lower scoring than the last two games have been. The Infamous Thieves have got to start getting desperate here. Very little to show for on offense this game. And for a team that doesn't score very often, this is not a lot of time left for them. Duke's Demons just looking for a second here to really silence Infamous Thieves. They might even find it here. 3-on-1. No chance to block it. Oscar the Grouch will have their second. Double commit from Infamous Thieves really was what caused this one. Is an easy play for Pittsburgh, finding his captain for their second. Inside the final minutes, that might just end any hope for Infamous Thieves to come back in this game. As Pittsburgh, that's an errant touch off the back wall. Maybe a chance to score. What a block. Well played there from Oscar the Grouch. Now he's going to get another one. Oh, Pittsburgh will get it off the post. Now he keeps out Popeyes with 50-50. Duke's Demons a little bit panicky, but they'll get out of danger for now. Pittsburgh with another block. Munting Pro to chase it. Time winding down as an infield play will be capitalized on by Pittsburgh. Oscar the Grouch will find Munting Pro. No chance to touch it as he misses this one. But Infamous Thieves low on time. Oscar to clear. Popeyes can't keep it upfield. They've got to go across the field now. And right now they're not even getting out of their own half of the field. Sniper. Pass one. Has room. Has Mr. Koala. Can't find the pass. It's kept up by Popeyes. One last chance. Not able to score. And Duke's Demons will take the series in a 3-0 sweep. This game a lot more even. 8 shots to 4, but it won't be enough. Duke's Demons with a 3-0 sweep to start their season. As thank you for the follow there, ball, my guy. Welcome to Spuddy Stream. Welcome to the end of the series here, as it's Duke's Demons who will take this one. And that was a fun time. For now, though, Duke's Demons will start the season off the better. As 3-0, a perfect start to the season for them. And unfortunately for Infamous Thieves EndGame, a pretty terrible start for them. They just could not get things going. As we will look to wrap things up momentarily. But for Duke's Demons, no complaints from them. They're going to play exactly the way they needed to. Just mechanically knew they were the better team and really took full advantage of it. And, well, with the way that things are going, I don't think there'll be too many people complaining or too many people concerned. Definitely a solid overall performance from Duke's Demons. As we're gonna get an interview with them. Yeah, we'll get an interview with them. Let's get them. Let's join them somewhere while we can. As actually, we're getting confirmation they do not want an interview. I thought they wanted one. They told me they wanted one, and now they said they didn't. Whatever it is, congratulations to Duke's Demons. But that will end our night here. A short stream to start our Royalty Series adventure, but it won't be the last. We'll have a lot more action overall. But thank you all so much for joining this video stream, for being so supportive. It was great having you. Oh no, we are getting an interview. What on earth? Alright, they've... 1 second. Let's join them here. We are gonna get an interview here with one of the players. Welcome in. Welcome in. If I'm not wrong, this is Oscar. Yeah, welcome in. Welcome in, Oscar the Grouch. Congratulations on your sweep win here, Duke's Demons. Off to a great start this season. And, you know, week 1, always a little jittery. Talk to me about kind of going through those jitters, getting that win, as well, kind of relaxing yourself into another season of Royalty Series.
I'll tell you what, this is our first season. Me and my two buddies, this is our first season trying anything like this. And we went up against twos. We had our twos game on Thursday or Wednesday, I believe. And we played a really good team. We lost 3-1, me and Pittsburgh. And they were incredible. If apparently check their early predictions, those guys are predicted to win the twos. So, I mean, to come into a game where, like, you know, we already got battered, we were really locked in, you know, we were ready to go.
Yeah, of course, you guys, again, preparing for a season, preparing for this 3v3 division. It seemed like by the middle of that first game, you especially kind of recognized the mechanical difference that you had over Infamous Thieves. Talk to me about kind of figuring that out, about figuring out this Infamous Thieves team, because this endgame team is known to have a pretty weird playstyle. They're very defensive, they like to sit back a lot. Talk to me kind of about figuring out that playstyle, because that's not common for most teams to play that way, but Infamous Thieves does it.
Yeah, I did notice that. A lot of them, it seemed it wasn't even like a first, second, third man. It seemed like it was 2 seconds in a third. Nobody really wanted to challenge ball. Anytime it was, you know, above a couple car lengths in the air, it seems like it was free game. So we just, you know, made a commitment to jumping at those balls. And I mean, it worked out for us. 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, of course, and that last game especially got a bit close there as well. That is, Infamous Thieves' defense is tough to manage. They've always been a tough defense to play against, no matter what rank level you are. What were you guys talking about kind of during that third game to kind of manage it? Because that defense really played their best in the third game. What did you guys do to kind of manage the Infamous Thieves backlining, especially for you, get those 2 really important goals?
You know, I think we were just struggling on boost management. And once we kind of figured it out, a better way to starve, you know, get a bump here and there, I kind of just opened up the net. I mean, both my goals were kind of open, especially from, I believe the second one had a really good pass from my teammate Pittsburgh. It was pretty much on my hood when I jumped. I mean, just right in the back of the net. I mean, the hardest part was to really just getting the ball on net. They were really good at playing it to the corner. So, you know, I mean, we're glad to get it figured out.
Yeah, of course, you got things sorted out, you got things settled, and congratulations on your win here. Feel sweet for Duke's Demons. Your season will start off positively with a win over Infamous Thieves Eternal. Before you leave here, do you have any shoutouts to say here, Oscar?
Just shout out my team. Hey, shout out my team. Keep tuning into Sporty. We appreciate you casting the game. We had a good time playing, you know. Hopefully you can cast a 5-gamer here soon. Maybe we'll stay in touch and you can get us on another game.
Well, I'm always open to it. Thanks for joining as well, Oscar the Grouch. Congrats on your win here. Feel sweep over Infamous Thieves. Have an amazing rest of the night, and good luck for the rest of the season. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
That was Oscar the Grouch joining us there. A field sweep here for Duke's Demons. So we did get an interview after all. That felt nice here overall. Let's get a raid out to a good friend of mine who is live. There's a couple people live that actually know. Thank you so much for joining this Sporty stream and for joining us for Royalty Series Season 6. We're going to be streaming a good amount of Royalty Series, I think, this season. I'm going to try to, at least. It's not easy to stream matches of Royalty Series. Their system's a little bit tough to work with, but if I can stream matches of Royalty Series, I will try to do so as well. Stay a little more active as we are nearing the end of my fall semester. For now, take care. Have a great rest of your night, everybody, and thanks for joining. We'll see you again soon.